sweaty. So, welcome back to the YouTube channel. Today we're in at the home gym, the local gym, the Mecca Corpus, men's physique leg day, aka how to train legs if you're not trying to bring them up, essentially on the back burner. So with this session, obviously the volume is relatively low because I don't need to bring them up, but obviously we still want to grow them, so we're gonna give them like minimum effective volume. So here I think it's like 4 sets of quads, 2 sets adductors, 2 sets hamstrings, 1 set glutes, 2 sets calves. That is the setup. I do want to bring them up in the future, but also going into prep, it makes absolutely no sense to start biasing them now. But after prep, I'm not going to be going classic, but I do want to have like a block where we do legs twice a week just so I can bring them up. So hopefully, reverse of prep is nailed, and we can have a nice rebound, get some bigger legs. Anyway, let's get into it. First up, adductor. Oh! Oh! So adductors first up. Why? So we can give a decent amount of energy to them, progress them heavily, grow them, and also the strength on here is going to carry over to all your pressing patterns, your squat patterns, etc. So by getting stronger here, you can get stronger there, bigger quads. So some lads think, oh, adductors, it's a movement for females. If you stand from the front and your legs are narrow as shit, chances are your adductors are shit. So train them if you want wide legs. Next up, seated hamstring curl. The reason I would go for a seated hamstring curl over a lying hamstring curl, usually it's not going to be the be all and end all, but it's just the fact that you're in more hip flexion, so you're starting the movement in more of a pre-stretch position, and also some research may suggest that doing things in a stretch position is going to elicit more growth, and also very stable position, especially if you seatbelt in. I don't care if people think it's not, I don't know, hardcore, if it's over the top seatbelting yourself in. If you're more stable, you produce more force, you're going to get into a properly shortened position without your hips sliding forward. In my opinion, it's just a good thing to do. So yeah, for me, more stable, much better connection, go seated hamstring curl. Then we've got a leg extension. So you may see I'm doing isolations before my compound work. And the reason for this is, especially with quads, when I'm fresh, I can challenge the quad in a shortened position maximally. Whereas if I do my leg press, my squat first, when I'm fatigued, it's going to be much, much harder to train the quad maximally in a shortened position. Whereas if my quad is smoked from the leg extension, I can still train it in a lengthened position. So you may as well put that second. Band on the leg extension. Reason for this is with the plate loaded Cybex leg extension, the drop off into that shortened position is so aggressive. So at the bottom, it's horrifically heavy, and then at the top, it is very light in comparison. So to get some tension through the mid to shorten range, I just put a band on there. because I want to feel that contraction at the top, nice, feeling the quads, ready to go into my compound movement. I go 4.5 and do a high rep, because 5, I feel like my knee will scream. Yeah, come on. Yeah, and again. Yeah. Yes, come on. Oh! 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 Ow. People say, oh, why straps and a fucking seatbelt on leg extension? You're being a pussy. I will just fidget through the whole set and it will annoy me. Same load again because first set was high in the rep range. Well, I actually struggled to count during the set because I'm just focusing on the next rep. But it felt easy enough, so I'll just take it again. Oh! Oh, and I had my headphones on the wrong way. The band got a new fucking accessory style. Ow. It's all going wrong. What's this, 350? Last warm up. Got putting the plates on, get me out of breath. Relax. Oh! Feels heavy, and I got to tell myself it doesn't feel heavy. I'm gonna have to be sensible though. But usually, best is 450. Hamstring felt a bit dodged last week, so we'll go 420. Yeah. Oh! Oh! Fuck. So first set on pivot press done. Actually went better than I thought it would. The last warm up felt heavy, but going into my top set, I actually got more reps than I thought I was going to. So some people might wonder why I've got pivot press first before like hack squat. I would say it's probably more common, there's no right or wrong, but probably more common for people to do a squat pattern first, then a leg press pattern. With me, and me having a bit of a dodgy knee, it's been okay recently, but it kind of flares up here and there. When I was always doing a hack squat first, that's where I would get issues straight away on the hack. Whereas if I went leg press first, which means I'm carrying a bit more fatigue into my hack squat, which would mean less loading, then I'd have less issues, basically. So ever since that, I've just ran with it, to be honest, and it's just been a good setup. 2 sets on the pivot press, and then 1 set on hack squat, and then a Bulgarian or glute drive, alternating weeks after has worked quite well for me. So with that comes in trial and error. Should I do this? Should I do that? Just try it for yourself. If it is something that has been beneficial and effective for you, just keep doing it. It doesn't have to be everyone saying, yes, do that, and validating your decision. If it's working for you, do it. Cock. What? I feel like I can't breathe. Oh! Oh! Oh. Potentially one in the tank there, but at this point it's pretty much doing as many reps as my knee will let me. If there's one more there, but it's going to put my knee at risk, and the previous rep felt pretty uncomfortable, there's not really a point going for it, because if that one rep causes me not to be able to train for the weeks ahead, that one rep is not a positive, it's a negative, it's just taking away progress. You got no gut. It's not what your mum said. Fuck off. Farmer grade pre must be called that for a reason.
Just take as much training as you want. Genuinely, like, you'll have no sides and you'll feel just amazing.
1,000 Superdrol per day, a pizza and a diazide, and you'll be bursting full and dry. Yeah.
You'll just look great.
Yeah. And then salt as much as possible. All of it.
It's just great advice.
Just all of the salt. Yeah.
Just die.
Don't even weigh it. Just every meal, 1,000 carb plus 1,000 salt. God, I wish I had that energy. It can't be 4,000 calories. Oh, the right leg, it slows easier. The reason I'll do my weaker side first is because obviously where that weaker side fails is where I want my strong leg to fail. Because why would I go further on my already stronger leg and just increase that strength imbalance? There's just no point. Oh. Oh. Ow. I'm just fucking dead to the world now. There is nothing in my brain right now. The bottom of the movement, stop fucking bouncing out the bottom, because your Achilles tendon, strongest tendon in the body. That elasticity is just going to bounce the weight back up. Pause at the bottom, 2 seconds, extend, pause at the top to contract, repeat. Simple. My calves are shit, but that is how I train them. I have one thing to actually speak about. If someone has a really fucking good body part due to genetics, don't fucking listen to them on how to train it, because they haven't had to figure out a great way to train it, because they could do probably anything under the sun and it would grow. Whereas if someone has a lacking body part that's genetically not a strong point, and they found a way to bring it up and make it a strong point, then that's when I'd listen to someone on how to grow that body part. Because against odds, they have grown it and made it a good body part, rather than just being gifted in that area. So session wrapped up. In terms of numbers and progression, pretty sound. Between sets, taking weirdly long to recover, which doesn't really make much sense because nothing has changed. Food's the same, expenditure's the same, but is what it is. Hasn't really taken away from the session massively. As you would have seen, the volume is pretty low, and obviously that's because what body part for a men's physique athlete is going to be on the back burner? It's obviously going to be legs. So there's no point pouring high volume into leg training, so that's only going to take away my ability to recover from my upper body training. And obviously that's the priority right now, especially going into prep. The goal here is, of course, to try and progress through prep, but at an absolute minimum, just hold the numbers that I already have, hold the strength I have in all my upper body training throughout the entirety of prep to obviously retain the most amount of tissue possible while getting peeled. Thanks for watching probably the shortest leg day you may have ever watched. Like, share, subscribe, all that good stuff, and see you in the next one.